These videos were found in the abandoned apartment of Jason Snow. We show them to you here as he intended them to be seen. Jason is still missing. I hope you find peace, friend. Hey, Snowballs. Jason Snow here, of course. Look, I just recorded a couple segments on success, and I mean what I said. I mean that, the people behind the scenes are the ones that are really creating opportunities for people to be heroes that we recognize. For every hero we recognize, there are countless, it could be thousands or maybe even millions of people in support who we never hear about. For instance, we hear about Martin Luther King Jr., but I couldn't tell you the names of the people who marched with him in Selma and died. I'm sure I've addressed those names before, but I don't remember them. And I certainly couldn't tell you the names of countless others who died seeking reformation, seeking a change that needed to happen, that did, only to a small degree. It still hasn't happened the way it needs to, and it likely never will. I think Martin Luther King Jr. recognized that, and that's why he said, "I have a dream," not, "This is the way it will be at some point." He knew that the dream wasn't possible, I believe. That's why he called it a dream. So I want to be honest with you here. I should probably be one of my own heroes. I should probably recognize that what I'm doing is very important, that the work that I do with patients is making a huge difference, and at times saving people's lives, at time helping them borrow time for more life, which I guess saving lives is exactly that. At times helping someone through, much as the guardian on the river Styx, collecting the coins as the person goes through as their passage, which, we bill in the hospital. But more than that, taking that little bit of information that maybe only I have because I was there near that moment of death, or was there at the moment of death, and treasuring that, perhaps passing that along in an oral history format, which I've done many times. Certain things I've thought about maybe writing a book or something like that, and I don't want to write them down. I want them to be only oral history, because by making that thing a solid fact rather than a living, breathing manuscript, which is what oral history is, I would be belittling the spiritual experience that I had in that room with that patient as they died, and that I hope they had with me, although I cannot be aware sometimes whether they were cognizant of just before, or even my presence at all. With some of my COVID patients, science would tell me they couldn't have been cognizant of my presence when they passed, because they were paralyzed and sedated. What is that? How is that fair? How is that honoring their humanity? And how am I honoring my own humanity by not recognizing the work that I do, by wanting some more recognition from you, from others, by having a need for more praise or more companionship, which is just a human need, I believe. But how can I meet that and be righteous when I placed everything on the line for that kind of relationship and I was rejected. Part of me wants to believe that I didn't deserve that rejection, but a large part of me feels that I must. How could someone that I love so deeply reject me? Or indeed, sometimes when the situation has been reversed, how can someone who loves me so deeply be rejected by me? Well, I get the rejections that I've given, but I wonder if I've explained them well enough. It hasn't happened often because mostly I attach myself to people when they need me. I've had deep, long conversations with family and friends about some situations where it was thought that I did something wrong. And my basic morality that I grew up with would tell me I did something wrong, but my heart does not feel that way. Because if it was an issue of survival, which I can't know for sure, I can't know for sure if someone would end themselves over something, or if they would find someone else or have someone else placed in their path, or however it works. But if I was placed in that pathway and I reject my part, perhaps my purpose, there is no guarantee that other people with free will, even if asked, will step in. But why do I continue to struggle when I see all of these things? Why is my mind so dark and so lonely when it should feel rewarded, when it should feel successful? Because by my early definitions of success, I've already exceeded my expected limit. I've already done more than I thought I could possibly do. Yet I'm still not fucking satisfied. I'm still hungry for more. I still feel empty. I still feel a void. My faith would tell me that that should be filled by Jesus, and I've tried. God fucking damn, I've tried. And if my faith isn't lying to me, it should have worked. So is my faith lying to me? Am I just irreparably broken? Why do I have to continue to live with these feelings? I don't want to. I'm trying not to, and I'm not succeeding. Look, Snowballs, it's important to me that I'm honest with you sometimes. This is brutal for me. I'm sure it's brutal for you, and I'm sorry. Or not. I hope it helps. I'm gonna end differently, Snowballs. I love you. Good night. I fully acknowledge this is likely hard to watch. But just imagine this on repeat for 30 plus years without ceasing. Yeah, I know.